Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about autism. So the first question is, what is autism? Well, it is a developmental disability, also known as ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder. People think of the spectrum as an umbrella because it can affect people in many different ways, and it varies in the severity. So you could have a group of people that have autism, and one may be really high functioning and can do a lot of things on their own and can ask for things and do fine motor skills, and then you'll have someone else that is lower functioning and is nonverbal. So it just varies. Okay, no one yet knows or understands all the causes of autism, but over time they have discovered factors that make a child more likely to have ASD. So the factors include genetic, biological, and environmental factors. When having autism, some things that you have trouble with or lack in is social skills, like not having interest in other people, avoiding eye contact, or not knowing how to play or relate to other people. Emotional skills, having trouble understanding others' feelings, and communicating, expressing wants and needs, like basic things, emotions, like pointing to something that you want or asking for things that you need. And repeating certain behaviors, having trouble adapting when their routine is changed. If someone that has autism likes to brush his teeth first thing in the morning, then put his shoes on and clothes on, and then you go in there and change it all up and say you're going to put your shoes on and then your clothes and then you're going to brush your teeth, they would probably freak out because they're used to having that same routine. And then obsession over items, sensory overload, stimming, such as flapping arms to your side. Those are some of the things that they do. And some facts about autism is it's nearly 5 times more common in boys than it is girls. Children can be diagnosed as early as 18 months. There's no medical test like blood tests to be diagnosed with autism. A doctor usually diagnoses the children by observing and watching the development of that child, and then going from there deciding if they have autism or not. There's no cure for it, but there is treatment services that can improve a child's development. And the earlier you start the treatment, the higher your chances of improvement on the skills that they lack. Some services include therapy like speech therapy, sensory therapy, music therapy, and ABA, also known as applied behavior analysis. And some tips for you to take if you ever have the opportunity to work with a special needs kid that has autism is sensory items like a sensory room, so a fidget spinner or the water balls that they like. And social and communication skills that you could use is on the iPad or your iPhone. They have an app called Proloquo, and it could help them communicate to you what they want and what they need. And then you could also use a PEX board to show, then again, what they want or what they need specifically for that child. And then also be clear when speaking to them and use simple instructions. Don't try to cram a lot of words in one sentence and talk really fast because they're not going to be able to understand you. And with working with kids that have autism for 4 years, I've learned to look at them differently. And for an example, if I go to Walmart and see a kid that has a behavior or a tantrum, I kind of step back and think they might have autism and they're not just having a typical tantrum, because how would you feel if you couldn't express what you wanted throughout the day? It gets very frustrating. And autism is much more than just a word or a label. It's the uniqueness of that person and who is normal or typical anyways. So that's all that I have. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Yay!